Episode of Coronation Street is dedicated to Rob Burrow. Will air this Friday.
Now, it is just days until the Olympics kick off in Paris as athletes and organisers make their final preparations for more than 2 weeks of competition.
Yeah, kite surfing among the sports making its first ever appearance at the Games. One of the competitors hoping for a golden debut is Team GB's Connor Bainbridge. Andy Moon has been to meet him.
Way, Mark. I can just take the kids now.
Yeah, he'll be in the good books if he does. What a story, what an achievement.
Do stay with us, the headlines are coming right up. Welcome to Breakfast with Ben Thompson and Sally Nugent.
Good morning, our headlines at 9 o'clock. That looks nice, doesn't it?
Quite pleasant, it's fine. Yeah.
That's all we asked for.
Yeah, quite
Just
pleasant.
a little bit of sunshine, not too much to ask for in July. Let's get a quick last look at the headlines where you are.
It is 17 minutes past 8 and Carol is with us this morning with a blue sky. Office, they've said they are sorry for the suffering caused to so many people. They added, they now work in partnership with postmasters and are committed to transforming today's post office.
That documentary, it's called Surviving the Post Office. It's on BBC One at 8:30 tonight. Thank you.
Now, it's 8:30 exactly. Time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are. Of people on the Spanish island of Mallorca have taken part in a protest there against mass tourism.
Yes, it's the latest in a series of similar demonstrations across Spain in recent weeks. Well, our Europe correspondent.
18 minutes past 9 and Carol will give us one last look. Believed it was in the best interest of my party and the country for him to quit the race. Now, it follows weeks of speculation and growing pressure from leading Democrats for him to stand aside after that disastrous performance in a TV debate against Donald Trump. And there's been a wave of reaction from figures across the political spectrum this morning. In a statement, Naomi Biden, the president's granddaughter, expressed her support, writing, "I am nothing but proud today of my pop. He has been at the centre of and had a material impact on literally every single major issue that our country and world has faced for 50 years. Well, the former US President Barack Obama added his praise, writing that Mr. Biden has been one of America's most consequential presidents, as well as a dear friend and partner to me. Donald Trump gave a very different verdict, saying he was not fit to run for president and certainly not fit to serve. Shortly after making the announcement, Mr. Biden endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic candidate for president. She has said she intends to earn and win the nomination. Well, Mr. Biden's move upends November's election, which had been all set for a rematch between him and Mr. Trump. Our US editor Sarah Smith can take us through how we got to this point. It's from BBC News. And Coronation Street is to air a special episode dedicated to the rugby league legend and motor neurone disease campaigner Rob Burrow, who died last month.
Well, since the spring, the soap has been telling the story of Paul Foreman, who was diagnosed with MND, and the challenges he and those around him face.
The special episode this week will follow Paul, whose speech has deteriorated, spending a day with his husband, Billy. Let's take a look. Sorry for the suffering caused to so many people, they added. They now work in partnership with postmasters and are committed to transforming today's post office.
That documentary, it's called Surviving the Post Office. It's on BBC One at 8:30 tonight. Thank you.
Now, it's 8:30 exactly. Time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are. This is Breakfast with Ben Thompson and Sally Nugent.
Good morning to you. Now, we've been reporting so far today that Joe Biden's decided to pull out of the US presidential election. That's less than 4 months before voters there go to the polls.
The Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has said he respects the decision and looks forward to working with him during the remainder of his presidency. Let's talk now to the... It
has just turned 16 minutes to 8. Chetan is here with all the sport. Let's talk to Carol. She's got a look at the weather for us this morning and she's promised that it might warm up.
Now, comedian mocking the likes of Donald Trump, Joe Biden and Keir Starmer.
But after enduring what he thought was sciatica during the last Edinburgh Fringe Festival, Matt was diagnosed with cancer. So he's been learning to walk again after having the base of his spine removed and has recently returned. At the time is 7:59. Let's get the news, the travel and the weather where you are. See you in a bit.